cut to. You guys eventually make it to the shoreline. You eventually make it to the beach. As you guys kind of got to the, got to the beach, along with possibly a couple of other crew members, you guys finally make it to the beach line. There is all of this debris and all of this wreckage that is starting to wash up to the shore, and the sun is finally starting to come up. This is probably a couple of hours later, after you guys kind of made your way up to the now on the beach.
If we're gonna skip some time, I'm just curious, like, what was the scene with the ships? Like, what are these Skeleton Bros doing once they accomplish their supposed mission of eradicating us from this ship?
Mm-hmm.
Did they pull it for parts? Did they just get back on their ship and go? Were they looking for something?
Right. Yes. So it's the second thing. After they have completely dealt with this ship, it is completely out of commission, and they know that they've dealt with everyone they could. Any other Skelly boys that were left start to climb back onto their own ship, and then they start to kind of make their way back out into open sea. Mm-hmm. If there was some kind of insight or something that you could roll, you would probably suspect that all they wanted to do was to make sure this ship was down. Okay.
So, I don't have that insight, but damned whoever did this to my captain. And I know that every ship has a captain.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're all just like panting and on the beach, I'm literally sitting crisscross applesauce, and I stare at this ship as it's making its way,
mm-hmm.
and I intone under my breath, "Enemy that I can't see, I send you to the depths of the sea." And I'm targeting, unknowingly, whoever the leader of that vessel is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So give me your curse roll.
This is a 13 again, actually.
Excellent.
So I'm going to roll a d8. I don't know if this is a creature that took damage or didn't take damage. If it did, you add +2 to whatever I'm about to roll.
Okay.
Seven.
Nice.
So it's either 7 or 9.
Yes. So yeah, you would... you cast this curse, you under your breath, and with this conviction, you cast this curse upon this at present unknown creature or individual, and hopefully, possibly, have done whatever damage that you could hope to do to it as this ship starts to sail off back out into the sea. Okay. Yeah, you guys make it to. You guys are on the beach. A lot of the debris from the ship has kind of washed up to the shore. The sun is now starting to come up. It is the three of you, the first mate, Skaggs, who was originally up in the crow's nest, and one of your other crewmates named Billy Knives. So Skaggs is this, he's a brute, right? He's just this big, he's not, I wouldn't say rotund, but he's a healthy looking guy, big old bushy beard, right? And he's got that classic, that classic piratey kind of accent. And then Billy Knives is no matter how many times you ask him to, he's always shirtless, but he's like covered in tattoos. and he wears a bandana or like a headband. He has his trousers, a headband, and he has his knives. Right. So these are the two guys from the ship, the only other two guys that have survived from the ship. On this particular piece of land, it's the day after this huge torrential downpour. The sky's starting to get pretty clear. The sun's coming out, and this piece of land that you're on, it is a very, very small island. The beach is a nice kind of gentle white sand. As you're looking around, there's a lot of vegetation, but they're mostly like bushes and other smaller tropical plants, but no trees. You don't see palm trees or anything like that. There's nothing really, really tall that provides a lot of overhead coverage, but there's a lot of foliage that is, kind of 4 or 5 feet. You can hide in, but it doesn't give you cover per se, right? This island, even though it's quite small, it kind of elevates in the middle. You guys are pretty experienced seafarers. This whole island is probably only about 3 miles across. Very, very small island. It's almost just like a pile of sand in the middle of the ocean, right? It seems so small, and the way it kind of elevates up in the middle. So with that being said, what all would you like to do now?
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Well, I have a question and a thing I would like to do.
Okay.
Did Bordeaux, to my knowledge, make his way to shore by the use of a dinghy, or did he just end up climbing his way to shore?
Well, let's clarify. How did Bordeaux get to...
He wouldn't have used the dinghy, like, in the water, just because it was broken. He would have used it to get down from the ship, so he, like an elevator more than a dinghy.
Oh, okay.
So he used it to get down from the ship, and then kind of made his way to shore.
And then just swam?
Yeah.
Swam it? Okay. Yeah,
So wait, then I guess follow-up question, and this all has a point. Is the dinghy present, or did you lose it?
It would still be with whatever was left of the ship, but it was already sinking, which is why he didn't want to use it.
You didn't launch it, right? You didn't cut it loose?
No,
Okay.
use it to climb off the ship without just jumping off and
Right.
breaking my leg.
So he didn't take the dinghy itself, but to much of your point, there is a lot of debris from the ship that has kind of made its way to the shore. The shoreline does kind of curves a little bit, so it's all kind of collected in one little area that's not too far from you guys right now.
So I'm not looking for salvage. The meta of why I'm asking, that's irrelevant now, is that if there would have been evidence of a dinghy, then Codswallow would have labeled Bordeaux a deserter and a fraud and a scallywag,
Yeah.
a coward. But that's not happening because there's no dinghy in sight. The other thing, after he mumbled his little, I'll get you curse to whoever, he would he does mechanically have a medical kit that he would just be tending to the survivors' wounds to the best of his ability.
So you did say it was a new day. How does recovering hit points work on this?
That is a great...
I need to re-roll.
Is it 6 hours? Is it every 6 hours?
It is 6 hours to rest.
Don't forget to re-roll your spell slots, curse slots.
So if you do a long rest, we'll count this as a long rest. If you guys actually just chilled out.
Are we just camping on the beach, on the shore?
Bordeaux is going to go grab pieces of debris. He's looking for loose planks and larger chunks that are floating like just materials to build a raft,
Okay.
just in case.
So you didn't take any time to rest after you got to the beach?
It depends on how much quicker he got to the beach. Not really. No. Not
How
necessary.
long had we been traversing open ocean that day before this battle ensued?
So it was definitely nighttime by the time all of this happened.
So we're probably wiped.
Yeah.
I guess Codswallow, he would address Skaggs as the new leader, not knowing what the protocols are, but Skaggs is now the next most highest ranking person amongst us.
Right.
He would say, Skaggs, what do we do?
Well, first we should probably try to see what kind of things we can salvage from the wreckage, and then maybe we should possibly look around the island a little bit and see if there's anything we can forage. And if only the captain had shown us the map, maybe we'd be able to try to possibly find whatever it was that the captain was looking for. But if we're stuck here, perhaps a little bit of exploring. Maybe someone could run up to that hill and see if we can get some kind of bearings on where we might be.
Trying to decide if Codswallow makes it known to Skaggs that he has the map.
Hector's like,
I don't. If I see that, I was already leaning no, because despite the new hierarchy, I still feel honor bound to the captain himself, and I'm still taking the measure of everybody. But when Hector goes, that's okay. I know that he's mischievous, but I feel like we need to lean into that at this moment.
Okay.
So I don't say anything. Skaggs, do we want to make camp? Do we want to fortify our position? It's late. The men have been battling and sailing all day.
Right. Well, perhaps we can make a small camp for now, just to kind of rest for a little bit. But I think we really need to figure out where we are first, to see if it's worth it to keep exploring the island, or if we need to possibly sail to another part of the sea.
From my 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons frame of reference, that's where I'm coming from. Everything.
Yeah,
is
I know,
there
that's where we all are.
Is there an exhaustion mechanic? Can we just push? Do we have those limits?
So even if you do a long rest, you don't automatically get all of your stuff back. Okay. If you do a short rest, you get to roll D4 HP to recover. If you take a long rest, you get D8 HP back. Right. So there's no guarantee you're going to be fully healed.
Is the HP that we rolled when we created our character, is that the permanent max that we can have?
That is your max.
Okay. So I'm full, and as far as health.
Yeah. And that is your max until you ever level up.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just take his orders and just...
I'm gonna suggest, I'm gonna go up. Hector's really bad with names, so he's gonna walk up to you and be like, "Come swallow."
It's
Why don't we take the map? Let's go to the observation. Let's open it up.
Keep your mouth down.
Let's go up to the observation.
What I do in my own personal time.
I saw what happened.
Okay, you saw, but no one else saw.
Billy saw.
And
But let's take the map. Let's go up to observation. Let's open it up and let's study the area. Let's see if this island's on that map.
all right.
So that's what we're gonna go up to that where Skaggs said to observe.
okay.
And
I'll kill you if you try to take this from me.
Alright, Cocksword. Let's do this.
Yeah, to you. Cocksword indeed.
All right.
I guess we find a little secluded place. Maybe try to light a fire so we can see a little bit better, catch some warmth, dry off, accomplish all of the above.
So he's suggesting go up the hill.
Okay.
To see if you can see around the area.
Get a better vantage point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to do that?
Yes.
That is a map. No, I'm sorry. That is a map. Oh, we
You don't know?
what it is.
You don't know.
We don't know. So this is where we're
You assume it is because you know.
This is where we find out what it is.
Yeah, so Codswallow would get to a secure, secluded position. He has not yet produced the map to this point. He's waiting for us to get to a safe place with a good vantage point.
Okay. But real quick, Bordeaux, you were gonna go off and try to look for some stuff.
Collecting debris so that we could try to make a raft, and then he'll try to get a short rest in there.
Okay. So, yeah, as you guys maybe took stock for a little bit to try to figure out what to do, you went to go kind of rummage through some of the wreckage. Go ahead and roll me a d2, or flip me a d2.
That is a 2.
Okay. And
That's
then
as
roll
high as it
me
can get.
Yeah, for the big one.
and roll me a d4.
D4. Sorry. I think that's a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.
It's crazy that we booked this pirate game right after your optometrist appointment.
Yeah. Right.
Fortuitous timing.
Indeed. So you went and tried to, find whatever planks of wood that were still kind of floating, and at least just kind of drag them onto the shoreline so they don't float off with the current. You do find a couple of small barrels. You find a barrel of water with 2 days worth of water for everybody.
Okay.
You also find one barrel of rum with 1 day's worth of drinking for everyone.
Or
And yeah, so you went off to, as you went off, Skaggs went ahead and sent off Billy Knives to help you as well. So you guys were able to, again, kind of pull ashore lots of chunks of wood and debris, as well as even some scraps of sails and some rope and stuff like that. So you guys could possibly either use it to build a raft or a shelter, depending on what we decide to do. Okay? So that's what you have right now. You two are going to head up to the center, or up the hill in what seems to be the center of this island. You head up to this hill. It's a pretty good climb. It takes you about an hour to actually get up to like the tippity tip top, to get through all of the brush and to go up this elevation. And as you get to the summit of this hill, it does kind of clear out a little bit. And so as you get to the tippity tip top, when you get to the tippity tip top, you would be able to see a pretty good panoramic view of the surrounding area. But before we got that far, you wanted to kind of duck off and look at the map real quick.
No, I'm gonna look at it with Hector, but I just didn't want to be within range of Skaggs.
Got it. Yeah. So you're well off, right? They would see these tiny little figures up on the hill. They would have no clue what you're talking about.
So Hector's probably clamoring to look at this map. The first thing that Codswallow does is from his right hip he takes this gold but obviously very old, very tarnished, little bit of rust and decay, what appears to be a spyglass. And he unfurls it and he puts it up And because he's got high position, he kind of wants to just make his bearings and see if there is nearby land in any of the directions that we can see.
Yes, definitely. So as you look to about the southeast from your position, you definitely start to see some land. It is, again, with your piracy knowledge and experience, it's probably about 15 miles away across the sea.
Okay.
Which, based on, with the crew that you currently have available, if you were able to build some kind of flotation device, probably take you about 6 to 8 hours to get that far. Because you guys, of course, depending on the quality of the vessel that you guys construct, and the muscles of the people involved, it's doable.
Okay. I will convey 15 miles southeast to Hector. There's land. And then I close back my spyglass, place it on my hip, give Hector a look, and then I'll reach into my, again, very ridiculously long pocket, and I will take out this document.
You're adopted.
It's the captain's fanfic.
Okay. I'll let you take a look as well.
No peeking.
Versatile.
Is that like in, what is it, Robin Hood Men in Tights, where his mole is always in a different spot every scene? Wasn't your mole on the other side? I have a mole.
Well, I said Marcus has an eye patch. I didn't say he needed one.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You just
Does Codswallow know how to read?
that's
Sure.
a good question.
Okay.
Sure. As someone who has been a guard in the past, you've had to read, certain decrees of people's
All the important words.
criminal. Yeah.
Yeah. It says Eastern Bahamas. There's a plot circled. What appears to be the northern edge of the island. There's 3 large pillars of rock that look like fingers protruding from the land. It says, only those with a heart of the sea shall pass the doors of blood. Doors of blood. Does this mean anything to me?
To you, not necessarily.
Okay. You said we were starting from the Bahamas or traversing towards the Bahamas?
You're in the Bahamas.
Okay.
You guys knew that was where you guys were headed. You knew that the captain, the captain kind of gave you guys some instruction to kind of look out for this. You just weren't 100% sure where it was and
Wasn't
what.
the captain excited too before we got hit by the other boat?
Okay. Captain was high strung. He was always excited.
Oh, I thought he was excited because we were getting close to what he
Or-
thought
or
would
he-
be.
Yeah. He
Okay.
was-
I'm gonna take my spyglass back out, point it southeasterly, and I'm frantically searching for these 3 finger-like large protrusions from the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a presence roll, please.
Okay.
Is that our first ability check that isn't an attack?
Yeah, it seems that way. It's a flat 12.
Nice. So as you are from here, even though you're elevated, it's right on the horizon from where you are, right? But you get this moment of clarity, and as you're looking at, from your direction, right? This is the north side of that island, right? So as you're looking to the south, you can see some pretty defined little rock formations, and as you're looking at it, it's like, is that it? Were we that close? And it really, excuse me, it really gives you some confidence that maybe that's the right call. Maybe that's the right direction.
Strangler, I think it's that way.
Do we tell the others or we just go?
I don't even trust you. I don't know if I can trust them.
I don't trust Skaggs.
Yeah,
We can get Bordeaux, we can get Billy, but we gotta take care of Skaggs.
I have a great spyglass. I never thought he was the right man for first mate. If I be truthful about it. It should have been me up in that crow's nest.
I agree.
I like you, though.
I like you. You make a good team.
I don't know who else among us is capable.
Well, Bordeaux and Billy are by themselves. Let's go talk to them.
I think we can trust him.
I think we can. For now.
All right. What's your thing? What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, how do you comport yourself? Why do they call you the Strangler?
I don't talk about that.
If we're going
It's
to
not
strike an accord, if there be trust between us, I must know if it's autoerotic asphyxiation.
Hey, I'll tell you this. If we accomplish what we're about to accomplish, I will tell you everything. But for now, my nickname is a secret to me.
Swear.
And the lady I strangled, but that's between her and me.
It's crazy because if the nickname is a secret, he's pushing it, right? Like
Right.
he's telling people to call me the Strangler.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, it's Codswallow's job to know every little thing that he can know about everybody.
Yeah.
Because again, that's his thing.
Oh. Plus, Hector never blinks. Just so you know, I see everything.
That's eerie.
That salt water must be irritating.
Yeah. So you're looking at him and he's like, let's go find the others. All right, we'll make our way back down.
Okay, so as you guys make your way back down, before you guys took off, you saw that Billy and Bordeaux were kind of a little farther down the beach, than Skaggs was. Skaggs is probably where you guys originally washed up. He's probably still over there, maybe kind of foraging or kind of hunting through the brush over here. So, are you going to go back down the way you came, or are you going to try to beeline back over to where Billy and Bordeaux were?
Yeah, the latter.
The second thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys kind of try to make kind of take a different path, so so you don't make contact with Skaggs before heading over there, and you kind of make your way down. It's a little easier, a little faster to get down the hill than it was, so it probably only takes you about 40-ish minutes to get back down. And you guys get up to Bordeaux and Billy as they're kind of still kind of pulling some stuff off there, just whatever they can kind of get to in the water, and there's like this whole kind of layout of different chunks and different pieces of wood, a couple different lengths of rope, and a few torn small bits of sails, not scales. Wrong system. So yeah, you guys approach Billy and Bordeaux.
I want to interject real quick.
Yes.
As we're walking back, I want to tell you, we don't have to tell them about that and what we found, just that there's land. That we found land, we need to build the boat and get there.
What if they ask why we want to head in that direction?
Larger landmass, probably better. Is it a larger landmass, right? We're seeing as a larger landmass than the little island we're on.
Well, from here you can. It's definitely bigger, right? Right.
Yeah.
You know, at the island you're on. I mean, pretty much anything would be bigger, but
Yeah.
it's definitely more of a substantial. I mean, obviously seeing it from, from that distance, what you can see must easily be, bigger. At least in the breadth of it that you can see, right? You may not know how much longer it goes on, but
Yeah. All right.
all of the rambling to say yes, it's bigger. Giggity. Okay.
So we also got to take account how loyal is Billy to Skaggs, and we still don't know this guy.
Do I know how loyal Billy is to Skaggs?
That is a great question. Let's see. Roll me. Go ahead and do another presence roll, please. Especially with, like you said, in your quest to kind of be familiar with people, and try to kind of learn as much as you can about people. What do you got?
Okay, I made 2 curse rolls, and they were the same number, and now I've made 2 presence rolls.
And they're both the same.
That's another flat 12.
Okay. Yeah, so in your experience with Billy, he's out for himself. You know what I mean? He is, he does what he has to with the crew to help, keep the ship running. But Billy looks out for Billy, right? If it is advantageous for him to do one thing, he will probably do that.
Okay. And I know it's a little bit different because he's a player character, but I would probably, since I'm approaching these 2 men, be trying to figure out what I know about Bordeaux as well.
Yeah. What do you think Bordeaux would have let slip?
I think if I had to say that Bordeaux has let's call it a distinctive flaw, I would say that it would be that he's disloyal. You would know that he's a liar and a cheat, but he's good at his job. Like, he's quick with knots. He's great with getting the deck clean. Like, anything that he's assigned, he does well. That's the only reason he's still on the ship, because he is otherwise a liar and a cheat and disloyal to a fault.
Okay, so on the walk down this hill, Codswallow has been trying to reconcile the advice of Hector because it doesn't sit well with him. But then when he recalls that Bordeaux is not like an honest person, he feels like he owes it to the captain to keep the potential find very close at hand until he can really size both Knives and Bordeaux up. So he will follow Hector's advice and just suggest that we make way towards the larger landmass where there will probably be more resources.
Sure. Okay.
Comes down. Bordeaux, then Knives. Looks like made some progress finding some plank wood and something. What do you plan to fashion from these materials?
Timely. I was hoping to get a raft together. Don't quite like being stranded. Even if we can't quite get anywhere, I'd rather have the option.
I think it's a great idea. In fact, Hector and I, we went on just a bit of a scouting expedition. We went to that peak, and I had my trusty spyglass, and there's actually a much bigger land mass over yonder.
Any signs of civilization?
Not that we can see, but again, bigger land mass, more likely to have people, resources, the like. We can traverse this in a couple of hours. There's nothing here.
Couple of hours.
We can make our way to the other landmass. Probably it looked to be about 15 miles southeast of here.
He's gonna look at the debris that they've gathered. Don't happen to have any tobacco, do you?
I don't think that the narc would be a smoker.
So he's addressing that question to everyone, but he's
Right.
looking around. We could really use some tar to help bind the raft together.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that, Billy will kind of crack a smile, and you'll see his like just rotty brown teeth, like,
That guy smokes.
and it's like, where am I gonna put it? Huh?
He dips.
So,
Right.
yeah.
That's a really disgusting habit. As a tooth
Right.
falls out.
Yeah, as he's like twirling some knives, like, that's a nasty habit. You shouldn't be smoking. It's bad for you. Right? And like picking his teeth with the knife. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? And have you? It seems like you're already on board with making a raft.
No, it was his idea.
Yeah, well, of course.
And that's what Codswallow loves about it. He didn't say shit else other than,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah.
So Codswallow is going to aid in this endeavor to build a raft.
What say you, Billy?
Oh, getting out of here. I mean, seems better than staying. So, let's do it.
So there was no tobacco?
There was not any tobacco that you could find.
Is there any other kind of maybe sap-like stuff? Did we see any trees that might produce a sap of any kind?
So
There were no trees. There was nothing that is defined.
I'm
as
hoping
a tree.
that some of the pieces of the wood that we got were like the lacquered bit from the bottom of the ship. And I was trying to use the tar to like bind it together, some of the more
Okay.
damaged pieces. But if we have rope, I'll just tie them.
Okay.
Trying to make the raft better, so it doesn't fall apart while we're trying to.
Okay. So everyone's gonna chip in on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Roll me, someone. Please roll me a D8.
What do you guys do?
You got it?
Yeah. 6.
Okay. With all of the scraps and the materials that you're able to put together, and then actually try to assemble it and get some kind of pretty sturdy raft, takes you guys about 6 hours to actually get something that is seaworthy. The raft that you build is big enough for all of you, and you were able to make this, with some of the scraps of the sails that you have, you're able to actually put up, a small sail. You don't have to row the entire time. What do you got?
What is Scrag doing while we're putting together this raft? Is he like helping, or is he just standing off, mean mugging us, or what's the
No.
situation?
So Skaggs, after you guys kind of got started, and he noticed that you guys kind of didn't come back over to where he was, he came over to you guys, and he was able to find. It looks like he was able to find. Excuse me. He was able to find eggs for some reason. Eggs of some kind of creature that has or hasn't lived here to some point. So yeah, as you guys start are in the process of building this, he kind of comes up with like an armful, and he's like, "Well, I guess we'll be able to save these guys for whenever we need it." So yeah. He was able to scrounge up some number of eggs. Actually, go ahead and roll me someone. Roll me a D2. Somebody. Literally anyone.
See if I can use a break anything.
Nice.
Got a 1.
Okay. So he was only able to get 5 eggs, so there's only 1 for each of you. Unless the number of people changes at any point. So yeah, this is what he was able to scrounge up, and obviously he can, you guys can consume these at some point if you guys, cook them up, make a fire or something, or if you guys just take them with you. Okay. So 6 hours later, you guys are. So it's already past midday at this point, right? It took you guys, between walking up and down the hill and building a raft, it's been at least 8 hours, right? It's still daylight, but you know in the 6 to 8 hours it might take you to get across the water, it might get pretty dark. So, now, what do you guys want to do?
None of us have slept.
Bordeaux is going to pour some of the rum on the ship and insist that we name it. So I guess bad luck to not christen a ship.
Okay.
He's going to give everyone the option to give a name. He's done his part. That's the christening, pouring the rum.
Do I have a hat?
Tell me, do you have that?
Big Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. Pour one out for the homies.
TwoToes.
And TwoToes, yeah.
Big Jimmy TwoToes the raft.
What's his name? Kyle. No.
Bodie McBoatface.
God. Classic. We're going to call it Jimmy TwoToes?
It's a raft. It's like, so in Codswallow's, like, no disrespect to Boudreaux, you know, but it's not a ship. It's a bunch of planks of wood, like, haphazardly
it's a
stuck
raft.
together. So if someone really said Jimmy TwoToes out loud, then he would be fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, he's not particular about the name. He's just superstitious about the naming.
Okay.
So he's fine with Little Jimmy Two Show.
Little Jimmy TwoToes.
Okay.
And it's Little Jimmy because it's got a big heart.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. And it's got a big job. All right. Excuse me. So you have your little christening ceremony. You use a little bit of the rum, and you designate your new raft
Little Jimmy Two Toes.
Little Jimmy TwoToes. All right. Now, you know that it'll take you guys anywhere from 6 to 8 hours to get over to the other island. You know it's already taking you about 8 hours to make your observations, build your raft. So it is now past midday. It's not dark yet, but you know if you were to set sail now, it would be quite dark once you get out there. So, what would you like to do now?
I say we rest and
Cook up all days. Get some food in this.
set sail early in the morning when there's daylight behind us.
Agreed.
Agreed.
All right. So you guys go ahead and start setting up a camp. Where are you guys going to set up camp? It's going to be straight up on the beach, or are you guys going to kind of, get up into the bush a little bit and
Let's get close to the boat. No reason to leave the boat.
What
On the beach.
cardinal direction-y, Lee, where are we on this island?
Sure.
Where did we shipwreck?
Yeah. So, if you were to look at this this island on a map, and of course now that you know, the sun has obviously risen a bit. You know that you are along the south side of the island, and you are specifically on the east side of that island.
Oh, perfect.
So it's not like you'll have to sail all the way around just to head out. You're in a pretty good vantage point currently. So you are on the southeasterly area of the island.
Do we think we need cover, or should we just set up here on the shore?
I suggest we set up at the halfway point between the beach and the forest. Avoid the tide while we're sleeping.
I have no logical reason to disagree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are going to go ahead and set up a little camp, probably a few hundred feet away from the actual shoreline where the water actually meets, and probably puts you about another 100 feet away from look at me using D&D kind of feats.
I don't care how many feet I am away.
Yeah.
That's for other types of players.
Indeed. Correct. Yeah, so you're somewhere halfway, 100-ish feet in between. And so you guys make up camp. So you guys hang out for the evening. Anyone who needed to recover, this will be a long rest, so you can recover D8 hit points.
I'm going to spend the remaining hours of sunlight with my spyglass, like, obsessively. It's in my character description. Obsessively, meticulously, like, scanning and trying to make a mental map of the shoreline, like, just, do I see any creatures? Do I see any obstacles? Do I see, like, the pattern of the tide and what might be best for us? Because, like, this is not necessarily, like, navigation isn't necessarily my expertise.
Sure.
But I have a task, so I'm going to do that task to the best of my ability.
Of course. And obsessively, specifically.
Yeah.
Hector's probably going to strangle his meat.
He's going to go off into the bushes.
Hint, hint, and the nickname.
That's why Bordeaux thought he got the nickname. Bordeaux is going to try to convince Billy Knives to gamble his ration of rum.
Okay.
And he's got weighted dice, so he will win if he can get him to.
Okay.
Love that.
So how would you convince Billy Knives to do that?
So you know what's better than one drink of rum? 2. Would you like to make a wager?
Oh, all right. What's the game? What we playing?
Bones. Winner takes all.
You think you can beat me? You think you can beat me at Bones?
I wouldn't be betting if I didn't.
Oh, all right. We got a smart guy here.
He is going to use his weighted dice, and then once he's got his rum, he's also going to try to push him to bet one of his knives. He's going to fleece him.
This can be Billy Knife.
Double or nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you definitely convince him to play for the rum. What is your weighted die say?
It's just a cheat gear. I've got weighted dice, so I don't think I can lose because they are just going to be weighted.
Okay, fair enough.
Or maybe
It
like
would be, if it's a
roll,
roll, it's going to be a roll to see if he notices that they're weighted, I think.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, you guys throw some bones, and so it's just a one roll, winner take all.
Bones is like a game. You roll them and like you reveal, and you're kind of like trying to get. It's kind of like Yahtzee a little bit, but it's a set. You have to get like a set of dice essentially.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are rolling. You guys make your rolls. Obviously, you're able to win with no issue. So you are able to. You win his ration of rum. So Billy does not get drunk this evening. But despite him being cocky and arrogant, and no one, if you're gonna come for my knives, you better come for them. So he's not gonna gamble for his knives. If you're gonna take them, you're gonna take them. But he's not gonna gamble for the knives.
Okay, I won't push it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your rests. You guys cook up some eggs, and have whatever couple of bites that these eggs are worth for you.
I'm gonna roll my devil's luck.
Well, before that,
Yes.
Codswallow,
Yes.
because you are meticulously searching and keeping an eye out.
Yes.
Give me a presence roll, please.
Yes, sir. 14.
Outstanding. As the as the evening, or as the sun begins to set, and it starts getting dark, you're just, again, you're like laser focused out on the horizon, on the shoreline. You're watching for anything. Every now and then, peeking across to see if you can notice the island from here, just to make sure that you guys are going to be going the right direction. As you're doing that, you start to see the water start to kind of percolate, and it looks like something is starting to come out from the water. Go ahead and no, you don't need to roll. Yeah, you see something emerge from the water, and you see some creature. At first, it looks like maybe some kind of crab or lobster-looking thing. But as it's emerging out of the water, you see it looks bigger and bigger and bigger than some normal crustacean. And you see this hard-shell critter with some really long, more spidery-looking legs. And this thing is about, it's like the size of a mastiff. It's like a huge crustacean that is coming out of the water. And it is like creepily moving quickly in your guys' direction. And what would you do when you see that?
Shipmates! Beastie! And I point.
Okay. What all would you do when you hear your comrade alerting you to a beastie?
I will turn and, I guess, check the direction he's pointing to try to assess the situation. Mm-hmm. Then I'm immediately just going to throw my glitter and cast the spirit possession. Okay. So go ahead and... They just random, so...
Yeah, see if it's random. Either go ahead and roll me a d2. 1 is the bad guy, 2 is your ally.
The bad guy.
Bad guy gets a -2 to his...
Attack and defending against...
when you defend against it. Alright?
Okay.
What else would you guys do in that as this...
Is this before or after arrest?
This is before you officially are done resting. Okay. So it's as it's getting dark. So you guys haven't completed the rest yet. Mm-hmm. So this is right before. That's why I kind of stopped you from rolling your stuff again. So this is as it's getting dark. What do we do?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Lay it on me.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Say, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and cast your curse. So go ahead and roll me that. Pass, fail.
Does it say what happens if you fumble your curse?
I don't know.
It doesn't. For him, it just doesn't happen.
Okay. I don't like my roll. Can I devil's luck?
Sure.
And re-roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's worse. Okay. So it's a 6 spirit.
Okay, so that does not.
How much was the first one off by?
Yeah, it was actually it's a 7 spirit, so it went from a 5 to a 4 on the die. Nice.
Okay, so that does not work, and this thing is still coming at you guys. Hector, what would you do right before this happens?
Whip out his gun.
All right, do it.
I need to roll a d20, right?
Yeah, roll your d20 plus presence to see if it hits, and you only need to beat a 10.
Yeah, 7.
7 does not.
If you spend that, you can lower the difficulty by 4.
Or
I still have a coin too.
yeah, if you have enough, or you can re-roll it, or you can just re-roll the die.
You wouldn't need to if you just spent it to lower the difficulty.
Right, but if you wanted to lower it, I need you to give me that before.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, because that's probably what I would have done too if I
Yeah.
had known.
otherwise just re-roll
Okay.
if you want to use it.
18, 19.
Totally. Yeah. So lay it on me.
5.
Okay. So this critter, yeah, you guys are when you actually hit, you guys hit pretty hard. This enormous crustacean with a really kind of a lanky body, but then it kind of swells up. It looks almost like a spider crustacean. Weirdly, and you're able to make contact, and it just blows the head of this thing right off with that damage. So yeah, so now you guys have eggs and shoal spider for dinner.
You're welcome.
Right? Hoorah.
He's almost a redneck now. He has a gun.
Merca.
Too bad it's not a shotgun.
Not quite. Yeah, so you guys make easy work of this, and you're able to kill this critter. So now you guys are able to have a much gooder dinner before you guys finally actually head off to bed proper and get your official long rest.